Previously on the Stanbic National Schools Championship.
Your test is still intact and your test is here. 2, 1. Alright.
How are you going to streak?
Hi guys! Family Uncle, are you ready to plant some trees?
2020 was absolutely amazing, brought the entire world to a total standstill. Lucky for us, we never stopped. We kept going and created opportunities for so many, even through the lockdown. 2021 promises to be an even better year. With the vaccines rolling out to other countries across the entire world, with of course us also included, we can only tell you that whatever the dream, it can be. This year we've added another interesting tier to the entire mix. On top of the startup, the Alum Grow and the Biz Grow, we've done something for the teachers. That tier is called Teach Grow. And as we start the 6th edition of the Stanbic National Schools Championship, take a look at some of the impact that we have created.
And now, the winner of the Startup Challenge in the Stanbic National Schools Championship 2020 with a total of 85%. Mentis! Congratulations, Menta!
Congratulations to you, Menta Senior School!
Congratulations!
My name is Lecturer Declan Mike from Mentor Secondary School, and together with my team we won the Stanbic Bank National Schools Championship 2020. Basically, we presented a telephone education program whereby students are able to study at the comfort of their homes, either under a tree, anywhere you wanted, you will study. As I speak right now, we are in partnership with our school. We're enrolling students for Senior 3, Senior 1, 2 and 5, and basically learning with us, and by the year next year, 2021, they're going to be able to be promoted to the next classes using our program. How are we doing that? We're onboarding teachers and providing students with notes, and these students go and follow up as they learn from the conferencing programs.
What has worked out of this experiment? Because it was an experiment in the beginning, some things on the way have seemed not to work. What worked?
Yeah, the conferencing lessons have worked, but for the application, I'm supposed to learn how to code, and I'm supposed to do that next year.
Welcome to your private meeting system. Please input your private meeting number and then press the pound key.
So ahead of that, have you formed new partnerships from new schools to see whether you can also have this going there?
Well, for that, not yet, because we want to move to the next schools when we have been able to talk to the people of MTN, because right now our customers are complaining that it's quite costly for them buying minutes every time. Okay. So as soon as we talk to the MTN guys and they make this toll free for every student, because we want to make it in a way that every student that calls that number, the calls are free for that particular student. So once we have that on board, then we're free to move to other campuses.
Have you standardized the costs? Have you put them into standardization so that you can know what each student will pay?
Every student is going to pay 100,000 for a month.
And the teachers onboarded, are they only Mentor SS teachers? Because we now want to blow this out.
Well, so with the partnership we have with the school, we are using Mentor teachers. We can't use other teachers because it's a school thing now. But if you go to another school, we're going to use their teachers.
What other thing have you thought about beyond classroom that can add value to the product?
You know, as we sign the agreement with the school becomes our customer. And you know, during holiday programs, we're going to still have to make another agreement with the school that we're going to teach students during the holiday program. program, yes.
Wow.
Parents and the students, we're not going to have the second lesson. We have to push it to more years compared.
In senior one, where we have 17 students, we have 1,250,000. Then in senior two, where we have 18 students, we have 1.5 million.
Fully paid?
Fully paid.
Fully paid. Wow. Then in S3, where we have 23 students, we have a total of 2,010,000 shillings. Yeah. Then in S5, where we have
46 students.
46 students, we have 2.4 million, then 80,000.
So how do you collect this money?
As we said, the money picking is from the school, not us.
School, eh? Oh.
Yeah, so we get our percentage after. So they go to the bursar and make the payments, then they come with a receipt here and we put in our record book. Yeah. 2885 hash. EduTele agency works in a way that we as EduTele, we set conference calls. How? We have a conference number that is 0312 777 000. So let's say, for instance, a student wants to join into the lesson. The student will call that number. Then we also provide students with specific codes for each subject. How are those codes? Those codes are generated in a way that as soon as you call the number, they're going to ask you for the private meeting code, and that's the code you input. So let me say I'm going for fine art, and the code for art is 2435 hash. So when I call the number, they'll ask me, please insert the private meeting number. Then I will insert the code I've just mentioned right now, and automatically I'll join into the lessons. How we do it is we set the lessons 5 minutes before the actual time, so that it gives enough time for students to come in and join the lesson. Then later on, the teacher will come on board and teach. And every lesson is recorded for record keeping. In case you want to go back over a lesson, we can always have the records with us. Now, so far I can say so good, because we're catching up, and with time we want to grow bigger and expand to other schools and let this basically be a new system of learning in Uganda.
40, 88, 73.
Karibu Tasty Treats is a business idea that was conceived to solve the students' desire to have out-of-school meals and to avoid congestion at the canteen during peak sale hours, and also to provide our parents with a platform to purchase out-of-school foods during their school visitations.
Chivuli SS started participating in National Schools Championships in 2016, and I think that was the inaugural competition. We have around 4 projects running in this school, all courtesy of Stanbic National Schools Championship. We have the Maiden project, which we started in 2017, and that is the bank project. At the beginning of this year, Stanbic gave us 100 fruit seedlings, which we planted around the school. The third project running is our snacks project. That is the Karibu Tasty Treats project, which was the project that earned us the 2nd position nationwide.
Chibuli, the first runner-up, Teacher Yasin, we know how passionate you are. And just a fun fact, Teacher Yasin, out of the championship, has opened another chain of supermarkets. So one day we'll share his freedom story.
Our project involved preparing Rolexes, salads, juices, chicken for students, but the Rolexes were a daily menu for the students for break and for lunch.
Could you accept an offer of 5 million shillings and you return to me 200,000 shillings a day?
No, we are looking at an investor who is giving us money through line of credit, and since we are a Muslim entity, we don't put interest on that money, but we are looking at giving you a percentage of our profits that we make on a daily basis.
I really loved everything from the investors, and it was just very beautiful. I got to know how to value money, actually. You start something small and eventually become big. I don't want to waste an opportunity that comes my way. That is it. At least I got that from the investors.
I think one of the things I want to tell you about life is that when you get a chance, use it. Yeah. That's something you have missed today. I'm going to try and find time, but you have failed to pitch to get the money immediately.
When it comes to the students, they are real getting the skills, which skills they wouldn't be getting in a normal classroom setting. I have one of the students who was a champion as well, I should say, because he participated in the 2017 competitions governing Abonziza. He has done quite a number of things, but he got these skills as a result of him participating in this competition. The world of today where we are, papers or academic qualifications might not be sufficient for one to live actually a meaningful life. We shall teach you, give you the knowledge, but when you don't have the skills, trust me, you will always be a job seeker. But with the skills, you will always be a job creator, just like the slogan of Stanbic in this championship.
On behalf of national schools, we hand you this equipment, and what we are looking for is for you guys to start making some money, please. Yes? So we officially hand over to you guys. Yeah.
This water tank you see here is a water system that we received when we became the first runners-up from Championship 2017. Huge as you see this dormitory, there is a lot of water consumption, and it has really helped us in a way to reduce on the water bill. We'd like to appreciate Stanbic so much because you give tangible prizes that can be seen. I think this project will be here for some good years.
There's a reason we run the projects we run under national schools, but on top of that, support schools, especially in two ways. One, their water management, but also two, their electricity when it comes to solar. Because we believe water harvesting is a very good way to go, since schools in the city cannot build pit latrines or things like that. So they have to look for other ways to be able to manage their water. It can be when you and I hold our hands together to ensure our institutions have what they need to teach our future leaders and job creators of tomorrow.
Welcome back from the break. Now that we know what the Startup and Biz Growth Challenges were all about last year, it's time to find out how our alumni are doing as far as business is concerned. Also remember, as a contribution to the SDGs, we planted quite a number of trees in different schools. We visited Teso College Alouette to find out their progress in tree planting.
I joined national schools in 2019. My school never went through, but I presented my honey project as a student because I've been doing beekeeping since 2017 to raise part of my tuition and stuff like that. And I got some money, and some of the money was used to erect this structure and modify it a little bit. And yeah, this is where we are. There are two different hives we have. So this is the KTB, Kenya Top Bar hive, and then this is the Langstroth hive. The difference is this one has no queen excluder. It's just made up of top bars. This is what they call the top. These are the top bars. Yeah. So what you're seeing here is wax. This is bait. Yeah. And then it will help in attracting bees. No, the comb arrangement. So it will put here its comb like this. So it will be easier. Yeah.
Oh,
it
to
will,
take out for
yeah,
you to,
you just take
to
out
harvest.
and then you cut. For this one, it is the Langstroth hive, very modern. So it has the queen excluder. It's here under. You can see.
double.
Yeah, it's
Double
double.
decker.
So what you'll find down here will be the queen, the brood, and stuff like that. Up here, clean honey. So this is how it looks like. So this one is like the arrangement pattern of the comb. So this one is even actually better. So when you're harvesting, we have two types of honey extractors. We have the centrifugal, and then we have the other manual one. The manual one, you'll have to cut out the comb, and then you try to as if you're grinding.
Okay.
So for the centrifugal one, you get this very comb, put it inside, rotate it, so it will go around spinning, and then the honey will be getting out. So the reason we have two is for still training purposes, and then also increase on revenue.
You have two types of beehives. I would like to know this modern one. How much would you earn from this, and how much would you earn from the other one?
There are high chances of you harvesting from this one more than that one. So you can harvest at least from 5 to 15 liters. Okay. So when we do this, one comb, one top bar is averagely 1 kilogram. So the more the top bars that are having the comb, the more honey you have. Now, since this one is purely honey, no brood and stuff like that, you can get at least from anything between 8 to 18. That's the gap, that's the range. I've seen people have gone up to like 20, but then I can't say 20 because I haven't done it.
Average is 15.
Average is 15. Average is 15, average is 8.
The harvest depends on the floral calendar?
Yeah, floral calendar.
Okay. Do you have any control in alternating the floral calendar?
The only way you can do that is by increasing either a number of flowers, the forage around. So for us, we can't plant anything because we have eucalyptus. Eucalyptus also flowers. Then we have Mosai's coffee. Actually, that's one of the reasons why he allowed us to do this on his land, to help in pollination of his coffee. And then he also has avocados. So yeah, for us, don't need to plant anything.
What is your projection? How do you want to scale?
Apparently, for beekeeping, it's this, but we don't only offer beekeeping. We have more projects like rabbit farming that want to add on board, mushrooming. It will be on a 50 by 100 in Maya in estates. Proceeds from here will be added to the project in Maya.
Why couldn't we put all the projects on one here? And we are procuring land in Maya. Why?
Because we are looking for alternatives. We came to town with no land, just as everyone who begins. And this is the first chance we got. And after the survey, and it could suit the beekeeping project very well. But looking at the way we've been having clients and the records, we've not had any client in Metiana for home gardening, and we don't expect that to happen.
We received 500 seedlings of different varieties. We received pawpaws, jackfruits, then guava. Few of these trees, we decided to plant them within the compound. As you people move in some of these squares, some of them were stationed there, and they are doing well according to my practicing agronomic practices. I'm seeing some of them are impressing. This is a mango tree that we got from Stanbic Bank.
Oh, that has grown, huh?
Yeah, we always manure them, and I think you people got us when we had not prepared it a bit, but this one is a bit healthy. All the agronomic practices
You've put in this one.
we practice. This one is this one is what?
Musisi.
Musisi. Yes. It is planted here because we are intending to remove this. Its canopy. It gives a very good canopy
Shade.
compared to others. This square has, I think, all the varieties that we were given. Few of them, we planted them here. We have the breadfruit, the guava is there, the mango, only that we lacked here, a pawpaw. The pawpaw has its own growth habit or the character. One, it is too aggressive in the terms of feeding. And above all, its growth habit, it grows faster and it can reach to the older stage compared to these other ones, giving us a reason to exclude it from this square. These citrus are sitting on 3 acres. Wow. It's an old orchard. They have reached to the point where their production is lowering. This was the first orchard that was established by the school. All these citrus were bought through the initiative of the club headed by Madam. We intend to have about 10 acres of citrus. You look at the way these gardens are running. Even that garden was borrowed, but it is under the farm, under the project. So we expected to have, by the end of this year, we expected to have planted 5 acres. But this one, these citrus are sitting on 2 acres, 0.3.
Originally, you'd find that there was natural vegetation and certainly natural trees. But because of the increase in population worldwide and all over in any community, the natural vegetation is almost no more. So if we are to have and maintain vegetation in our environment, we ourselves should be deeply involved in planting trees.
We have realized that our conservation is going down to 14%, and that is really very alarming. And we would love to advise our young people to passionately embrace the idea of planting trees and maintaining them, both for a living and for the sustainability of our environment.
Teso College as an institution is environmentally friendly institution in such a way that all categories of trees and environmental aspect is observed. We have very many trees in terms of acres and hectares. Eucalyptus trees, we have 12 hectares. We have 6 hectares ready for harvesting. We have 10 hectares of pines ready for harvesting. Then the fruit trees, we have on a pure stand, we have 6 acres of citrus on a pure stand.
When I look at Teso College, Alawet, I am so excited and happy because the vision for what we want for Uganda is right here in Soroti District at this great college. What you see here in the background is the journey that we should all take to ensure that, one, our forest cover goes up to at least 30%. We are at 14% in Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. When we have schools like Teso College that actually bring that dream to life, it shows that it definitely can be. This is what we would like all our institutions to look like, because those are the future leaders and job creators of tomorrow. They are also the people that are going to live on this earth. So protecting it has to start now.
Amazing stories, Dorcas, right?
Yes, 2020 was amazing.
Absolutely. You can see more of these impactful stories this season on the Stanbic National Schools Championship. But on the next episode, we assess all the business ideas that were submitted.
That's right. Will your business idea make it, or will it not? Follow the conversation using the hashtag StanbicUG Champions and the hashtag #ItCanBe.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Also, we visited one of the teachers who started up a business from all the knowledge he gained in the National Schools Championship. Let's take a look and see how they're doing.
Why are you doing?
I know.
We kept going even through the new normal. And yes, we created business opportunities. We created amazing